We got to be smart. It's a long season to where we want to be strategic, but also give her the green light when she feels like she can be there. And this weekend was definitely a time where she wanted to see how long she could go and how hard she could go. And so it was good to see her in the element. And then on Sunday, following up, hearing that she wasn't in that much pain. So, win there. But no, we're definitely managing her body, and but we appreciate everything she does, even when she can only go 60%. It's been like that all year long, just from how she slows things down with her block, how she's just calm and steady and serve receive, and defensive efforts are never questioned. So I'm just really proud of her progress. So it's looking good, but we still take it week to week.
I think it gave her a little bit of a boost to get that offensive player of the week last week, and know that she can still reach that level when she needs to.
Yeah, and we were all kind of just smiling and laughing, just joyfully when we saw her get that award last week, because the week build up into her, finally deciding if she could swing or not. It was a pretty emotional week. She was nervous about it. She was afraid of re-injuring herself. And so there was a bunch of highs and lows emotionally that she went through personally. And for her to be able to come out and just, she's not all about the accolades or the awards or anything like that, but it was nice. It really was, because it was a tough week for her. So I think that was it helped her boost her confidence that others are seeing what she's doing. And so I don't know, it was really nice to see for her.
Someone that really stood out on this side was probably Kendra. She was flying around the court like Superman. They just kind of talk about her.
Oh yeah, and Briley, after the weekend prior when we were at Angelo and UTPB, it was a defensive struggle for us kind of all weekend. And so last week's practice was very defensive minded, and Briley was getting a lot of attention, and so to see her to be able to just be physical and put it out there, and for everybody to celebrate her, that was fun too. It's really fun to see everybody celebrate each other's milestones throughout the season, and that was one for her for sure.
I think you've already kind of talked about it at least once. The fact that other players getting some playing time, considering Vittori is there on the sideline. But what's it been like to see her kind of? I mean, obviously a leader on the court, but off the sideline, kind of helping her teammates out with that. What's that been like?
Right. Well, when you see one of your best players and seasoned players, most experienced players, being just as rowdy on the sidelines, you get, we call it our 126th, but you get that every single piece of that matters. And so I think that's what's so powerful about her leadership, is that she's not too proud to fulfill any role, whether she's on the sideline or whether she's on the court. She's going to fulfill it at whatever we need. And so that style of leadership is amazing. And we're very fortunate to have it, because it's just going to keep carrying through even when she's done playing here.
Obviously, that first set there against Texas, they led for most of that set.
Oh, yeah.
You guys were right back, and they kind of dominated the rest of the game. Kind of talk about this fighting back in that first set.
Yeah, that was awesome. Like that first set of volleyball against Texas women's was, it was just flat out fun to watch and also coach and be strategic. But they're a great team. We were not surprised the least bit. They have just as much offensive balance as we do. And sometimes at time a little bit more firepower. They've been playing clean all throughout the season. So we knew what we were up against, but the biggest thing with this team is making sure we're learning as we're playing and not having to wait until Monday to look at the video and say, this is what we can do better. We can actually make those adjustments in real time. And so to be able to come up top, after that first set, that was awesome. And I think our girls just kind of, fell into that momentum swing. But that was the goal for the whole weekend, was trying to play at a high level for a longer period of time. And so we're trying to play higher levels, longer period of times, and then keep the dips a little bit shorter. So that's kind of the stage we're in season right now.
Yeah. Like a nice little break from conference play.
It's a nice little something, like it's a change of pace, it's a change of look, different people. I think this is something that you got to do during season to kind of get out of that comfort zone and just be able to get a scout on people that you don't know very well. And SWOSU's coming off a huge win against Harding this past Friday, and that they were the leaders in their conference. And so we know they're coming in hot. So it's not at all a match that we can just go in and make assumptions by any means. And so I think it's going to be a really competitive match tomorrow.